In the harsh Sonoran Desert, survival can be decided in seconds, under a blazing sun, where heat rises from the stones and every shadow hides a threat. Life is a constant test of speed, instinct, and timing. Here, nothing comes easily. Food is earned through risk. Safety is never guaranteed. And every creature, no matter how small, must be ready to fight for another day. High above the desert floor, balanced among the arms of a giant saguaro cactus, a roadrunner family clings to a fragile kind of safety. Their nest is tucked deep between the cactus branches, far from the ground, far from many dangers. But in this land, far does not mean safe. Inside the nest, 4 hungry chicks wait. They are small, helpless, and unaware of the deadly world around them. For now, they know only hunger, heat, and the protection of their parents. The adult roadrunners stand guard. They are not large birds. They do not have the crushing talons of an eagle or the terrifying power of a hawk. They are built for a different kind of survival. Lean, alert, and fast, they are masters of the desert floor, slipping between thorny bushes, sprinting over hot rock, and weaving through cactus and stone with astonishing agility. But when their young are threatened, speed alone is not enough. Far above them, another hunter watches the desert. A peregrine falcon circles in the open sky. Calm, silent, precise. This is the fastest bird on Earth. A predator shaped by height, gravity, and perfect timing. While the roadrunner rules the ground, the falcon rules the air. One survives by outmaneuvering danger through the maze below. The other becomes danger from the empty blue above. 2 birds. 2 hunters. 2 completely different worlds. Yet in the Sonoran Desert, every path can cross. And today, danger begins to rise from below. At the base of the saguaro, something moves. A rattlesnake. Slowly, almost invisibly, it begins to climb. Its body winds around the cactus with steady determination. It does not rush. It does not need to. It only needs one opportunity. One moment of weakness. One opening near the nest. Up above, the chicks remain still, unaware, but the father roadrunner sees the movement first. In an instant, his body tightens. Every instinct fires at once. He sounds the alarm. The mother responds immediately. Together, the pair launches into action. They strike fast, darting toward the snake's head, pecking again and again before pulling back out of reach. Their attacks are sharp, frantic, fearless. Dust shakes loose from the cactus as wings beat, and claws scramble for balance. The rattlesnake lashes out. Its strike is fast, but the roadrunners are faster. They attack from both sides, never giving the snake time to settle. Peck after peck lands against its head and body. The battle becomes a blur of movement. Feathers, scales, and flying dust. The cactus, towering over the desert, becomes an arena. The snake is dangerous. One bite could be fatal. But the nest behind them leaves no choice. The parents keep coming. Again and again. And finally, the balance shifts. The rattlesnake hesitates. Then it retreats. Slowly at first, then more quickly, it begins to descend, slipping back down the saguaro and away from the nest. For now, it has survived. But it leaves empty-mouthed, defeated by 2 birds that refuse to surrender. The chicks are safe. For the moment. But in the desert, escape from one hunter can mean exposure to another. As the snake moves across open ground, it is no longer hidden, and far above, the peregrine falcon sees everything. The falcon locks on. From high in the sky, it begins its descent. Its wings fold tight against its body. The air rushes louder. Gravity takes over. What was once a distant silhouette becomes a living missile, dropping through the sky with breathtaking force. This is the falcon's greatest weapon. Not claws alone. Not eyesight alone. But speed. The snake has almost no time to react. 1 second it is searching for cover. The next, the sky itself falls on top of it. The strike is sudden, violent, and precise. A predator that moments ago threatened helpless chicks has now become prey itself. In the Sonoran Desert, fortune can change that quickly. Back at the nest, the danger has passed, but peace does not last long. The chicks are hungry again. Their calls rise from the cactus, impatient and constant. Survival is not only about defense. It is also about provision. The father roadrunner cannot stay. If the chicks are to live, he must hunt. So once more, he leaves the safety of the nest. He drops to the desert floor and begins to move through the harsh landscape, searching every patch of shade, every crack in the rocks, every place where something small might be hiding from the sun. The Sonoran Desert offers no guarantees. A hunter can search for hours and find nothing. Still, the Roadrunner keeps moving, over stone, past thorn bushes, between cactus shadows. Every step is controlled. Every pause matters. Then, he sees it. On a sunlit rock ahead, a desert lizard rests in the heat. The Roadrunner freezes. For a moment, the desert holds its breath. He lowers his body and begins a slow, careful approach. No wasted movement, no sound. Just patience and calculation. But the lizard reacts instantly. It bolts. The chase explodes across the rocks. The lizard darts through cracks and around stones, twisting through the harsh terrain with desperate speed. The Roadrunner follows at once, legs flashing over the ground, tail balanced, head forward, never taking its eyes off the fleeing prey. This is what he was built for. Not soaring, not diving. Running, the lizard slips into a narrow crevice. The Roadrunner strikes and misses. For a split second, it seems the prey has escaped. But the hunt is not over. The Roadrunner circles, searching for the exit point. The lizard bursts free again, racing toward a thorny bush. Once more, the chase surges forward through dust and heat. The distance closes. The lizard veers. The Roadrunner adjusts. Then, beyond the bush, the final strike lands. The hunt is over. In a desert where every meal is hard-won, this victory means everything. Not for him alone. For the nest. For the chicks waiting above. For another day of life. Holding the lizard firmly, the father Roadrunner turns back toward the saguaro. He moves quickly now, retracing his path across the unforgiving ground. But even with food secured, danger has not disappeared. Above the desert, eyes are always watching. Birds of prey could steal his meal before he ever reaches home. A successful hunt can be lost in an instant. At the nest, the mother remains on guard. She watches the horizon, watches the ground, watches the sky. Her chicks shuffle beneath her, restless with hunger. The desert is never silent for a parent. Every movement in the distance matters. Then she sees him, a small figure racing back across the open ground. The father is returning, and today, luck is with him. No attack comes from above. No ambush waits below. He reaches the cactus and climbs back to the nest. The chicks erupt with excitement. At last, the meal arrives safely. The lizard is shared among 4 hungry mouths, and for a brief moment, the hard violence of the desert gives way to something gentler. Hunger eases. The nest quiets. The parents, exhausted but successful, have done what they needed to do. For the Roadrunner, speed belongs to the ground. It is the power to chase through rock, twist through cactus, and outfight danger at close range. For the Peregrine Falcon, speed belongs to the sky. It is the power to turn height into force, silence into shock, and a single dive into a killing blow. 2 birds, 2 hunters, 2 completely different survival strategies, and yet both are shaped by the same law of this desert: adapt or disappear. As the sun begins to fall, long shadows stretch across the Sonoran Desert. The heat softens. The sky changes color. Another hard day nears its end. High in the saguaro, the Roadrunner chicks are fed and safe for now. The parents remain alert, but they have won today's battles. Below them, the desert grows quieter, though never truly calm. Somewhere in the fading light, other hunters are waking, other prey is running, other lives are hanging by seconds. And far beyond the nest, the falcon returns to its own world of cliffs, wind, and open sky. Night approaches. Tomorrow will bring new hunger, new danger, new hunts. But today, both families have survived. And in the wild, sometimes that is the greatest victory of all.